Good morning, everybody. It is Friday. Let me move my camera. It is Friday, March 18th, 2022. I hope everyone is having a good day so far. I've been in the chat a little bit here the last 10 minutes or so chatting with everyone who was here early. So thank you so much for being here. I want to give a huge shout out to our replay crew. Thank you, replay crew. I see all of your messages on YouTube. I appreciate you guys so very much. I mentioned in the chat, it is cold, wet, and snowy here today. It was 80 two days ago. So crazy, crazy weather. I've got my snuggly warm like joggers and sweatshirt on today. I didn't dress up for you. We're staying warm and cozy. Let me see if I'm missing anything in the chat. Kelly, I just want to say, I saw you said your grandmother who passed away made her who she is today. I feel that same way about my grandmother. I lost her several years ago. And it's just seeing that comment made me think about that I thought that it was really strong the other day. Anytime I sew or quilt, my grandmother was a sewer. She wasn't a quilter, but she sewed. And every time I get out my fabric or play with it, it makes me think of her and just how I think my love of crafting and doing things with my hands came from her. So I love that. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Fenella 7 says it's 70 today. Where she's at. I'm so jealous. That sounds so nice. Ann Smith says she's usually part of the replay crew. Yay, you get to catch a live. I love that. If this is your first time here, I want to remind you to like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. It helps me so much to know that you like the content. You want me to keep doing this, so I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Let me see if I am missing anything else. If you have asked a question in the chat and I haven't caught it here as we are coming in, ask again. I will try to catch that. Debbie, yes, I should come visit you in Orlando. My son was there all last week. He was there actually for 10 days. I had to take care of his cats and things. And oh my gosh, he said the weather was so much nicer. So yes, because actually while he was gone, we had ice one day. His stairs to his apartment were pure ice. Oh, let me shut my email down, you guys. I'm so sorry. That's annoying. I thought I shut it down, but it is not. We had ice, so I had to go up his stairs in ice. It was horrible. Then we had snow another day, and now we have snow again today. And I'm supposed to go over there and help him do some stuff in his apartment tonight. So it'll melt before then, I'm sure. Oh, Kelly says her grandmother was a sewer and quilter. Oh, I love that. She's the reason she crafts. Yes, I bet a lot of us have similar stories from someone, either a family member or mentor or someone who has encouraged us in our crafting journey. Yes, Vanessa, he loved his cat card very, very much. Let's see. Oh, Stacy says that she learned how to cross stitch from hers. I love that. My mom actually taught me how to cross stitch. So I have that fun crafting from her. My mom actually is a fantastic artist. I wish she had done something with it. I think she kind of wishes she had too. She can draw. She can paint. It's amazing. I always love watching her. Let me see. Okay, you guys, if you have any questions, let me know in the chat. I will try to grab them. If I miss it, please ask me at the end when we come back. We're going to do some fun little circle-shaped cards today, or card, which I always think is fun to do a shaped card. I don't do them that often, and so when I saw some of these new products from Mama Elephant, I thought it would be fun. I'm going to tell you what inspired this card first. I'm going to pop these up on the screen. So this last week, the Mama Elephant release just came out. Maybe I should move this to the other side. And they have these new combo rectangles. Well, they already came out with the combo circles, which is what we're using today. The combo rectangles are really fun because you can do layered rectangle frames. It's a super cool idea. I kind of went above and beyond and I inked mine to give it a rainbow scallopy border. Someone in my comments on YouTube mentioned you could, like punch circles and put them underneath for a similar effect, which you totally could. I just love that all the guesswork of size and everything is out of it for this. It's a really cool idea. So that's what inspired our cards today, even though there's really not a whole lot similar, I guess, about it, other than the fact that I think the scallop is super, super fun. Yes. Okay. Stephanie's asking about my platform pop-up video. Yeah, I had a delay. Guys, I lost some film footage and I had to refilm it. It's going to be up, I want to say Sunday, I think is when I scheduled it. I had to refilm some stuff for it. I don't know what happened to it. I went to edit it and I was missing a whole bunch of footage and I must have deleted the original. So yes, I believe that's Sunday. I will double check though here. Let me look at my schedule. I can do that real quick. So yes, I do have that platform pop-up schedule. Yep, Sunday is when I scheduled that. So that will be up on Sunday. Here's the other example. It's just the same set, but I did a little bit smaller one here. Anyway, super, super fun. Let's go ahead and close that out and let's flip our camera around. Also, I lost my chat there, so let's go back to that. Let me see. Susie says she likes that I'm extra. Thank you. Sometimes it annoys me. All right. So this is what we're going to be making today. It's a circle-shaped card, and we're using, let me grab the stamp set and the dies. So, oh, yeah, it's right here. This is the combo circle set that we're using from Mama Elephant. And you can see there's lots of sizes, which is really cool. I think some of these smaller ones would actually make really fun flowers. And if you have like some circle sentiments, I maybe ought to try something like that. You could actually do like a little garden and you could have a circular sentiment in one of these. I think that would be fun. And then I'm using the new COSMO wreath, which is part of their March release. For my sample, I actually incorporated a couple of the individuals. I think we're only going to do these two sections for a card today, and I'll kind of show you why when we get there. Luna says, Nicole, I just want to vote yes for a washi sticker card on your other channel. Luna, you're in luck. I decided after I filmed and edited that, I totally was going to do one. And yes, Scrap and Fox says, are you doing a Christmas video this month? It's just delayed. I actually have both. February's never got put up because I ran out of time. It was a short month and I had so much going on. February's and March are both filmed. They are both edited, and I'm just looking for a spot to slip them into my schedule because I've had so much going on. All things splendid. Do you know what size to make the top piece that goes on card base that you decorate? Do you mean this card? I don't, but I can measure the circle. I love everybody talking about who inspired them to craft too. Okay. I'm going to set my stamps aside. We're going to set, oh, I do want to talk about one more thing real quick. To color these, we're actually going to be doing ink blending, and we're going to be using the new Waffle Flower Crafts shader brushes. You guys, these are amazing. I should have kept, I know I didn't. In fact, I put it out in the trash. I actually inked one of these earlier this week using small blending brushes, and it was a ginormous mess. The images are so small that I think this looks better. The blending brushes work okay, but it just, I wish I would have kept them. Dang it, that was an opportunity lost. It just makes a huge difference. These get into all those little cracks and crevices. I noticed that they're back in stock at Simon Says Stamp. There is these like angled ones. Whoops. And those come in a couple different sizes. So here, large and small. And then we're actually going to be using the bullet, or the more bullet shaped ones, but the 0 and the 1, the small and the medium or large. And that's what we're going to use to color these in. All right. First thing is we're actually going to create our circle shaped card. Susie says she's painting today, her toes. I love it. Oh my gosh. All things splendid, like you have the card base and the second layer is what you're confused about. I will talk about that as I make it. So you could use a pre-made card base. I know I talk a lot about I use pre-made card bases, but mine are, I think they're 120 pound weight, and I found they didn't die cut very well. So we're actually going to use the 110 pound weight. I wish I had some 80 pound right now because I think that would die cut better. But we're going to use this. This is my Spohr pal, so I'm just making my own note card, and I'm going to start with a standard note card. You could start with something a little smaller. That's just what I have. So we're going to go ahead and use that. And I am going to set this aside real quick. And remember, even if you don't have these dies are not new. They've been out for a month or two. Excuse me. You can use any circle dies. You do not have to use a scallop shape. So what we're going to do is I am going to take the largest stitched circle from this set. It coordinates with the largest scallop. And we're going to make a card base. And any circle die can be used here for this. And I'm going to have it hang off the edge a little bit. So that's going to be this part of the card. That makes it a circle shaped card. So that's going to be where our score line is. And we're just going to run this through our die cutting machine a couple of times. Maybe I ought to line my cutting plates up a little bit better first. There we go. I see we have several teachers here who are on spring break. I love that. If you are on spring break, I hope you've had a good week, whether you got to go do something or you stayed home. I run it back and forth a few times, and we're just going to kind of gently peel that up. I don't care that that's stuck a little bit because we're going to cover up that circle. And here is our little circle shaped note card. This die, in case you just want to do something similar, let me measure it here on my grid. This looks like it is about 3.5 inch circle. This is a 3.5 inch circle. All right. I think I have die cut everything else. So let's move that out of the way for now. We are going to go ahead and assemble this so I can show you how this works. So this is the die we're using, and it looks crazy. Like, this is not cute at all, except if you want a two-tone scallop, it's amazing. So that's what we're doing today. And what you do is you just slightly offset it. This is the same for that rectangle set that came out this week that I showed those cards earlier. And look at that. Now it's still kind of ugly because, I mean, if you wanted to use this as is, it doesn't look very finished. So that's why they give you the the stitched circle that you then place over the top just like that. So that is going to be going right on here, and that's going to be our card base. You could do this in any color, or like I showed with my Mama Elephant rectangle cards, you can do these all out of white and ink them up and do all kinds of fun things like that. Oh, and I'm dropping things all over the floor. Oh my goodness, Natalie says she's painting her kitchen ceiling today. That sounds like a big job. I need to do some touch-up painting in my guest room this weekend. That's on the agenda for me. Actually, before we attach that, let's go ahead and do these. So I'm just going to assemble this now. And you just kind of shift it over so that it's every other. And then we will go ahead. Lucky Charms breakfast, Kelly. I love it. That's awesome. They're magically delicious. All right. And then what I found worked the best is I like to flip this over and kind of go from the back so that I can easily line this up. And there's our card. And you can see that our little wreath does sit up, so it's kind of cute. And that's what we're creating. So now I want to talk a little bit. I know I mentioned I'm not going to use the extras. A lot of my scallop got covered up. I think if we just stick to these two pieces, I think I can make it a little smaller where we maintain a little bit more of the cute scallop design. So that's the change I'm going to make today. Let's go ahead and grab our flowers. I hope you can kind of see that I've stamped and embossed them. I already die cut it too to save some time. I will tell you when I did this one, I actually inked it and then die cut it, but this just tends to save a little time for lives. Oh my gosh, hello from Austria. Nice. So nice to have you here. Oh, Monique says her grandfather was a pottery painter and her dad can draw and paint beautiful. Oh, I love that. We're going to grab our waffle flower shading brushes, and then I'm going to grab several colors of Simon Says Stamp Positively Saturated Ink. You can use any kind of ink that you like. Hello, MJ from Japan. Liz says that's a very Irish breakfast, Kelly. The Lucky Charms, I love it. Oh, that's so funny. Let me see. I am going to start, I think, let's just go ahead and start with some pink. Let's start with our Carnation ink. And I'm going to use the bigger size blending brush. And I'm going to use the card I already made. Let's move that. As a guide, I think. So let me see. We're going to do this flower right here in pink, and I'm just going to dab my shading brush in there. And with these brushes, I don't know, can you see? Let me grab a white one that I haven't inked up yet. They have a little bit of a tapered brush, I want to say. And what's great is it's more of a, instead of the traditional, circular blending, you do more of the drag, which is fantastic when you're stenciling. But because of the small size, I think they work so great for things like this that are really small and detailed, and I want to use a lot of colors. If I wasn't going to use so many colors, a regular blending brush or a small size blending brush I think would work fine. But I wanted to do a lot of color. And we're going to do a little embossed resist with these, and I'm just kind of doing that drag motion just like that. How fun, Key West. That sounds amazing. I want to just go anywhere, basically. And I think we're going to do these one at a time so I don't lose my place, because that could happen so easily. While we're, I'm going to do this little bud here, actually, before we get to the greenery. Let's go ahead and do that in blush. And because it's so small, I'm going to use the smaller size. It also has a tapered brush. And we're just going to go in. It doesn't have to be perfect, and there's still going to be some overlap probably in areas, but it just is so much more precise than a regular blending brush. You could never get into a small area like this with a regular brush. All right. Now, I am going to take the small size, whoops, green brush, or the brush I've designated for green. And we're going to use the Sprout, right? Yep, I'm using Sprout. I'm going to rotate it a little. And I'm kind of more just doing like a dab or a dab and drag kind of motion. Odin is chewing on his toy in here, making noise. This is also great if you want to do like a two-tone, like if you wanted to do extra shading. Let's say for the flower you want to go in with a darker color, you could take the smaller brush and come out from the center and add more color there. You can also take... Oh, I know, Jackie, aren't these brushes awesome? I didn't realize how much I was going to need them. I'm going to be doing, have this other video I'm doing where I'm going to be customizing this egg stencil that's not a layering stencil, and I'm really excited about it because, like an Easter egg card, just because it gets into all those small areas so great. I love it. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab our orange. We're going to use Cantaloupe. Oh, dang it. Dory says I can come visit South Florida anytime and they'll show me all the beautiful places. I would love that. I need a vacation. I've decided. And we're just going to go in here just like that. Isn't it pretty? This is kind of relaxing too, to color like this. Let me see. Natalie said, so the idea here is to cover all the white of the die cut. Yes, I'm not like staying within lines or anything like that. If I wanted to color this traditionally, I would definitely do that. But because I stamped and embossed this in white, I want to add as much color as possible to make it pretty. And it die cuts pretty close. I'll show you here. So on the finished card, because the green, what would really be green is a lot of white. So I want a lot of green around that. So we pull in that green color. And then we're going to use some Sunbeam. Monique says, when you have reached the point when you think I had everything I needed and then all these new things. Isn't that the truth? I think that all the time and I'm always wrong. So now we're going to do Sunbeam. I love this Sunbeam color. And I like pulling out from the center so it kind of naturally will dry a little lighter out towards the outer part of the petal. Just like that. Okay, let's kind of start over, I suppose. We're going to do a little red or blush, I guess, here. Hello, Lori. My friend Lori Willison is here. How did I not see that? Lori, you're coming to get me and we're going on a trip? I'm ready. Bye, everyone. It only will take Lori like, what, 40 minutes to get here? Maybe. Let's go. I'm ready to go now. And I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not going yet. All right. And I will never have it all either, nor do I need it all. However, These blending brushes I actually really, really love. I think they're amazing. I have so many plans for these bad boys. All right. Let's grab our pink. Lori's on her way. Especially today. What is this weather? I know Lori doesn't like it either. Not a fan. I'm done with winter now. Lori keeps telling me that she's going to come and be my moderator for my lives, but she's going to do a live from here. We should all have Lori come, shouldn't we? One of these Fridays. It would be fun. We can make her get on camera with us. Yes, Linda says cabin fever is at a high right now. I really feel that way. I'm ready to get out of here. I need spring too. We just got a little bit more, and then there's another... Hold on. Yep, there's another little bud right there. Let's go ahead and do... Oh, did I totally forgot to do blue? No, maybe not. I think we're going to do that in yellow. Let's grab my little brush. Lindsay says it's cold and rainy in Oklahoma. Yeah. Monique says that spring has arrived in Holland. Oh, I bet that's beautiful. I'm just ready for green. Although I noticed yesterday, well, I hope it still is. It's not that cold. The snow is already melting. I can hear it running off the house. But I noticed that my grass is growing. So, and then we're going to do a little tide pool. I think oh no, I didn't. I remember what I did here for the original card. We're just going to pull in a little blue. This is some tide pool. All right. Let's go ahead. Let me move this real quick. And I'm just going to go ahead and buff any ink that might be sitting on top of the embossing off with a paper towel. Now keep in mind, when I actually did this, not on camera, I die cut it after this. I just taped everything in place to make it easier for ink blending. So let's pop these out. Cindy says she's about to blow away in Texas. That is not good. We've had a lot of wind here as well. Off and on over the last couple weeks. They are fun to use, Susan. So what we're going to do, I'm going to kind of lay them out here on my card base, is we're going to put them together to form a wreath. And this is where I said, I think I'm going to put them a little bit further in so we see a little bit more of the scallop. Let's pop that little guy out. And I'm going to adhere them with some foam adhesive. So let me throw some foam adhesive on here real quick. Just going to use my favorite foam adhesive squares. Yes, allergies are the worst. I see you guys talking about it. Ethan and I were Ethan is my youngest son, talking about it. He has terrible allergies and he has been miserable. And yesterday morning he came up and we were talking, and right as we were talking about the fact that his allergies were so bad, Like the Weather Channel sent out this alert saying allergies are bad in your area. And we laughed because it was like, yes, we know. They're terrible. So let's go ahead and I'm going to just gently place that there just in case I have to move it at all. I'm putting the bigger squares in the bigger areas, and then we'll just fill in with a few little ones to make sure that it doesn't get smashed down in anywhere. All right. Janice says a heat wave in Michigan at 47 degrees and they're going to get up to 55 today, and she's so excited. Yes. I can't remember. I thought I looked to see what it was supposed to get to today. I thought it was supposed to get, maybe not. Who knows? I thought it was going to be in the 50s, but I could be wrong. With the snow on the ground, I probably am wrong. All right. Yep, that's going to be cute. So let's just do, yay, just like that. And there is our pretty little floral wreath shaped card. Okay, I'm going to move this. There's so many choices for greetings. So I actually chose not to use the sentiments that came in this set, but you can. The hello and sending good vibes is so pretty. I decided to do something a little bit more of a bold greeting. So we're going to use the Simon Says stamp, All About You. Yes, this is my spring for when it's got snow outside. This is my bright and happy. We're going to use All About You from Simon Says Stamp. And what I loved was this has some coordinating dies. There's so many stamp sets that have coordinating dies. And you could use anything for this. This could be a happy birthday card. Depending on the stamp set you choose to use here, it could be anything. I like cards that can be used for lots of different occasions. Let's put these away really quick. I found that this is one of those storage tools. I know lots of companies have them. This one is Simon's. But I love it because I can put so many brushes in here. And then they all stand up. I love it so much. All right. So for our greetings, we're going to be stamping thank you. And I am going to be doing it two-tone. I'll show you how we do that. And then we are going to add a little sentiment strip. That is from the Tiny Words Simon Says stamp set, which has been one of my favorites for years. Neither one of these is new. I think this All About You is fairly new. I can't remember exactly when, but it's fairly new. Okay, let me, of course, put my inks. Oh, good, they're still out here. We're going to use Sprout and Tide Pool. Yes, Debbie, this is a super fast card. Coloring it this way is super fast. So if you're looking for a way to create a beautiful card that looks like you spent a lot more time on it, this is the way to go. I'm going to stamp the entire thing with Sprout. And I'm just going to concentrate the ink on the thank you for the second stamping. Also, I would just like to say, I don't know why. Oh, my light is on. Hold on. I did not even notice that until now. Sorry. I'm going to turn off my overhead light. You guys, you probably have the new Misty 2.0. I don't know why I put it off. I bought both the regular standard size and the mini. It's life-changing. This lip, making it easy to open, is like the best thing ever. Why did I've put off buying this, for so long. So dumb. I've had it in my cart and taken it out a million times. I finally pulled the trigger and now I want to get rid of all of my old Misties. So now I'm just putting a little bit of Tide Pool along the bottom edge. Let's go ahead and put a little bit more Sprout up here at the top. This is my favorite way to do a little easy ombre two-tone greeting. And for my small greeting, which I already have in the Misty, I'm just going to stamp with a little black ink like that. And we'll just go ahead, move this out of the way. And I know I mentioned there's coordinating dies, so what we're going to do is we will take a sentiment label die from Simon Says Stamp and die cut our sentiment strip. And with the magic of camera, here we go. Let me see. Whoops. I think I totally just bumped something. All right. And we're going to also pop that up with a little foam adhesive in the center. And where do you suppose I put? There they are. Let's put a little foam adhesive on the back of our thank you. I just looked mostly for a sentiment that would fit within my wreath. There's a lot that are going to fit. And then my best tip for getting it to line up. So it's hard to see, you know, where the bottom of the card is when it's closed like this. So you don't want your greeting going, well, I don't want my greeting going like that. I want mine straight. So I like to open up my card. Let's just take off these backers. Magic of television. That's right, Kelly. I have lots of magic of television moments. And I'm going to use my tweezers here to help hold on to it so that I can kind of tuck it underneath, hopefully, in a couple of areas. So that the flower is kind of going over the edge. Well, maybe. Gentle, gentle. There we go. And then we're just going to take a little bit of foam adhesive on the back of our sentiment strip. And I'm purposely not going to take it clear out to the edges. I hope that's short enough, actually. Because, yeah, that's going to work good. That way, because I don't have foam adhesive clear out to the edge, it can slightly overlap the H and the K and kind of fit right down in there in between the two. Like that. And then we can decorate. So I know I've talked about these before. I love these little triangle trays from Simon Says Stamp. They are so good. Let me find my embellishment wand. It disappeared. There it is. And let's get a little glue. Good morning, anyone just coming in. Hello. Let me see. Oh, Liz, thank you. I just got my nails done this week, and I told my girl who does my nails, she could decide. I just said I wanted pink. I don't know. I was feeling springy. And she said, I have the perfect pink color for you. And I said, awesome. And then she chose to do the little flowers, and I thought they were cute. So first, I'm going to put a little heart, of course, because you guys know I had to have one somewhere, on the O in the word you. And then I have some pretty pink Posh pearls. I'm addicted to these. I just ordered all the new ones from the latest release too. So we're just going to kind of go in here and add a few little pretties here and there. So let's see. I also finally got a new tip for my embellishment wand. Thank goodness that needed to happen because my old one was junk. It lost its sticky. And let's do that. We're just going to scatter a few of these around our wreath to dress it up a bit. And I had tried doing several different colors, and ultimately I thought I don't like that. So I'm just going to stick to a couple of colors. And I thought the pink and the yellow were really pretty. Is there another little teeny tiny one in there anywhere? Maybe not. There we go. And just like that. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I love about, oops, well, not when I dump it out on my table. These little triangle trays are awesome because you can just, normally I'm so much better at this, but even if you keep them in the bags, like I still have some in their bags, so much easier to put away. I think it's a lot easier to get what you're looking for when it's out in a tray like this, but then I want to store them. And just like that, we've cleaned it up. So easy little trays. And there's our finished card. Now I think a lot more of the scallop is shown on this one where I didn't add in the extras. This is the one that I did earlier this week, and I did add in a couple of the individual extra flowers from the COSMO set. And so because I did that, I moved it out a little bit to make room for those, and I think it covers up more of the scallop. Either way, super cute. I was able to incorporate a little bit more color that way, but there is our floral wreath circle-shaped card. Oh, good, Melissa. This was the first live. That is awesome. Thank you. Yes, Misty's in all the sizes are so good. Let me see. All right, let me flip my camera around. Did I miss any questions that you guys maybe had for me? Anne says, what are the little storage containers? Okay, I will add my link for this after the live. I'll add it here in a minute. They're just little storage container boxes. I actually have big trays that they go in. I'll show you. If I can, let me go around this way. Well, maybe. These actually have lids, but I don't have my lid on here, but this is what it looks like. So I store all of mine in these trays, in these little containers. Generally, I have what they are labeled on here. I just haven't labeled my new pretty pink posh ones yet. But this is how I store my embellishments. And I will link that here as soon as the live is over. Let me see. Luna, I will let you know. I generally keep my Misties because I do use multiples when I'm doing certain things, especially lives and whatever. And if I have lots and lots of different stamping things to do. Yes, it's a good storage. I really, really love it. Yeah, I will link to that, you guys, here in just a minute. Don't press the button. You guys, that's so funny. Nancy, I do have a few of the, let me flip. I do have a few of the small Altenew brushes. Like I think I have 3 of them and I've used them in the past. They're great. I think they're probably good as well. I love that the waffle flower ones come in big packs, so I can have one for each color, but you definitely don't need that. If you don't mind washing them every time, I don't always wash mine. Let me see. Someone help. Diane says, I just want all the things. Someone help me. Same, girl. Definitely the same. Oh, yes. Oh, good. Kelly says, beautiful colors on a rainy day. Thank you. Yep. Cassie says, I have several of those trays. I do too. I think I have 4. Let's see. I will add the tray, the Diary of a Belle Rose. I will add the tray here in a little bit. I can't remember the brand. For some reason, I always forget, but I will add it here. Yep. Carrie says she has 3 of those trays. Natalie says, do most embellishments fit in one container? Yes. Some. Okay, so like the bags of Pretty Pink Posh embellishments. Oh, you guys can't see, huh? One bag fits in these containers. Some companies that have bigger bags, I sometimes have to use 2 containers to fill or to be able to house all of their embellishments. It really just depends. But Pretty Pink Posh, I can fit an entire bag in one container. Yep, I think it is. Is it Elizabeth Warner? It's Elizabeth something. I don't know why I can't ever remember. It's so silly. Yep. Bye, Monique. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Rebecca, the trays I bought, the containers came in them. I think you can also buy the tray. You used to be able to. Sometimes it's kind of hard to find them. You can buy them empty and buy the containers because I do think they have some bigger containers maybe. But I just bought my trays with the containers in them. Elizabeth Ward, Jean, thank you. You win. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Oh, good. Yep. And the Cherry Crafter says they do have different size containers. So that's good to know. Yep, Tracy has it too. Elizabeth Ward. Thank you, guys. I knew someone would know it. Sometimes there are those certain things that you just can't ever remember. This is one of them for me. Okay, you guys. Well, we got done really, really fast today. So is there anything anyone wants to know? That went way faster than what I thought it was going to. Let's see if I have some things to tell you guys. There's a new release from Simon Says Stamp next week. It's going to be Wednesday. So definitely, I think Wednesday. Let's just look at my trusty calendar again today, so I don't tell you wrong. Yes, the new release is Wednesday of next week. There will be a blog hop, which means giveaways, on Thursday. I am going to be doing my live next week on something from the release. I think I know what I'm doing for that, but I will update that soon. I did already set the live up, and I will update it with the supplies as soon as that release goes live. Debbie said, make another card. Yes, I actually have a load of work to do. I think Diane asked how my knee is. It's a lot better. I had physical therapy Monday and Thursday, and I have it Monday and Thursday next week too. It's a lot better, but it's still tight and sore. It's mostly my hip. It's mostly right now my quads and hamstrings are super tight. So we're just working on stretching, rolling out with the foam roller, doing all of my little exercises. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Luna, I don't have plans for a colored pencil card soon, but I will write that down. I have had that request several times, and I just have not done that. Yeah, I should do that soon. Let me see. Yep, my craft room tour is coming, you guys. I just have not got it done. First of all, I need to anchor my shelves to the wall before I film anything, and I just redid my entire wall on the wall you can't see right now this week, and I have not done that just mostly because of my knee. But I will be doing it soon. Let's see. Yes, Vicky's. I see that Linda's talking about Vicky's new collection with spellbinders with the paintbrushes. It's so cool. All my shelves, Maureen, are from IKEA. Oh, Cassie's going to be at a retreat, a scrapbook retreat next Friday. How fun. I love that. Yes, Rain Song 32 says rollers are both great and terrible at the same time. If you've seen, I will never film it because I literally am like, oh, it hurts so bad. I have one of my quads. Oh, it was bad this week. It hurt to the touch. It's better now, but Monday I was in pain. Okay. Let me see. I think I have caught everything. I know someone did ask about the Hero Arts event coming up. Is it in April? You guys, I'm not teaching live for that, but I will have something. I don't even have my card done for it yet. So I promise it'll be good. I just promised, and then I was going to say I hope. It's going to be good. So I will let you know when we get a little closer if I can. Yes, it hurts. It hurts to foam roll always. I agree. Rollers are mean. Let me see. Luna says marshmallows or no and hot chocolate. I'm not a huge marshmallow fan, but I do like a little marshmallow in there, as long as it melts really good. Okay. Okay, yeah. April 23rd and 24th. I just did not have that on my calendar, or I would have gone and looked. I really need to add it to my calendar. I need to talk to Libby today. Okay, you guys, I think that is it. Oh, whipped cream instead of marshmallows, Diane says. Yes, I would second that. Honestly, I don't drink hot chocolate at all. So it's very, very, very rare that I have hot chocolate. It's a lot of sugar and I'm jittery. Okay. Thank you guys. Have a fantastic weekend. Have a great week next week. I do believe I'm going to premiere the Simon Says Stamp release, which since that goes live on Wednesday, the premiere will be at 12 midnight on Tuesday night, which I know is super late. It's a lot like Stamptember. I mean, that's when their releases, any release goes live. So I will be premiering that. I do think I probably will premiere Thursday night as well. There's going to be something special for Friday, so I will have a premiere for that. And other than that, I will see you guys live next Friday for something fun featuring the new Simon Says Stamp Hello Gorgeous release. Thank you guys, and we'll see you guys later. Bye. The supplies used in today's video are listed and linked below the video here on YouTube. Here is another project that you might be interested in. Please remember to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to never miss a new live video. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we'll catch you next time.